Uh, Shalom, shalom, shalom. Uh, Before I get started, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Abba Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach Malak Yahweh Rakakakadash. Shalom, shalom, and his brother Abiy'ezer, Elijah Israel, here representing the FOH Fire on the Highways ministry on the 11th hour, bringing you the conclusion of how it is to be a minister of the new covenant, as well as showing you that you are covered by the blood and lamb. I'm speaking to the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. Grace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Peace and blessing to a beautiful third. And as we like to make it known, it's all about the kingdom. And this is a real short video. It's not a lesson. It's a discussion. I'm just basically going on a rant, but I'm a touch base and expounding off of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. Because I think this is something that we as kings, this is something that we need to take heed to, and we as kings need to expound on and operate in, as far as like the instructions of wisdom is concerned, and so think of it as an exhortation and a faith boost to the Malak Akims. You feel me? It's the kings and priests, the pasture of men, okay? The soldiers of Hamashiach, okay? So I'm gonna get down with it. All right. This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. Hear, therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the judges of the ends of the earth. So the Lord is talking to, through wisdom, he's talking to those who keep his commandments. He's talking to those who has their place on this earth with a divine purpose, with a legendary purpose. Okay? So again, this is to the elect. All right? This is to the elect. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. All right? So what does the book of Deuteronomy 28 says? If you take heed to these commandments, and you keep these commandments and do them, the Lord will put you above all nations. Okay? For power is given you of the Lord, and the sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. So, shalom. So, all praises. So, all praises. So, when it comes down to it, I'm gonna read that one more time. All praises. A lot of our people was waking up. A lot of our people was waking up. That was just a brother just now. Wearing TZs and fringes, walked by with his children saying shalom, and one of his children just waved at me. That's a beautiful sight. I'm trying to tell you, our people is waking up. All right, as the book of Baruch, chapter 2, starting at verse 30, in the Apocrypha, was speaking on, when it comes out to the that his people in the midst of his captivity in a foreign land is going to wake up and remember themselves. All right. Well, right now I'm talking to the king. Right now I'm talking to the kings and priests. I'm talking to the elect. All right. And it says, for the power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. So let me break this down in the book in verse 3 in the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. All right, it says, for power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest. So if I'm not mistaken, in the book of Luke, Christ said that I had give you power over snakes and scorpions and devils upon this earth. Now, let's break that down. Snakes and scorpions, we already know that's the principalities in high places. All right. That also comes down to as far as sin is concerned as well, because ye was made more than conquerors. All right. I'm pressed for time, everybody. So Salakia. So you was also made more than conquerors. But he said that you have power. He gave you power over devil, over Satan. But mind you, that's how you know it's talking about the flesh, because you can't spell the word devil without the word evil. You see what I'm saying? You can't you can't spell the word evil without the word vile. So what is vile outside of unclean spirits, outside of Satan? Well, your flesh. Your flesh is pretty much unclean in the sight of the Lord. This is the reason why the new covenant is important for the elect, for the wise, for the kings, for the judge, for the kings, all right? For those who keep God's commandments, for the Israelite men, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Yes, for the women too. Yes, for the women too, but I'm basically expounding on the men. I'm basically dialoguing with the men right now, with the fellas, when it comes down to us being not only just royalty, but also being leaders in the community. Now, granted, we can't change the whole entire community as a whole. A lot of people believe we can, but in my honest opinion, we can't, because through the understanding that the hearts of men love darkness. I'm going to say it again. The hearts of men love darkness. What is that darkness? Sin. Men love death. It's not as much as what men feels or thinks, but it's about the gross darkness and wickedness and confusion that this world is being increased in. It's too much confusion. You see what I'm saying? So in hopes of the whole entire Israelite community, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans communities, it's hard to do it because, again, they are the world. We only can do but so much. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not saying give up on your people, and it's not saying not to hate on your people, because the scriptures does say for us to be sincere to our people, to pray for salvation, but not salvation. We know in the book of Zechariah, the 13th chapter, a lot of our people is not going to make it, because a lot of them are reprobates. So for us to try to put ourselves in a place to be like, hey, yo, yeah, let's sorry for talking too fast. I'm pressed on time, but for us to want to get the whole entire community together, that's a very, very time-consuming process in itself, and it's not really going to be successful, because the Lord had already written how a lot of our people is not going to make it. So in conclusion, not everybody is going to want to keep commandments. Not all of our people that want to keep commandments. That's why we say we here for the elect. We here to uplift our people as well, yes. But we also understand that our people are hard-headed. They stiff-necked. Like I said, the Baruch chapter 2 and starting at verse 30, our people are stiff-necked. They're going to wake up from their stiff-neck, but our people are stiff-necked. And the main people that's going to wake up is the elect in the 1/3. Okay? If you ask me personally, I believe that the innumerable multitude is the 1/3. Now you may say, oh, well, that's the Gentiles. I say those are Israelite foreigners. All right? So that's what it comes down to. That's just what it comes down to, the promise. That's what just come down to what the Most High had given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and never changed and went back on his word. All right. So this is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon and the Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. And we're going to go to verse 3 one more time. For power is given of you of the Lord, and in sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels. So in the book of Ecclesiastes, brothers, when in the book of Ecclesiastes, the last chapter, I think it's chapter 12, it speaks of how the Most High, it speaks on the duty of man. It speaks on the conclusion. And that conclusion of the whole matter is to keep his commandments. All right, and this is the duty of man. And it also says, Salakia, Shalom, Shalom, everybody. Shalom, peace be unto you, peace be unto you, peace be unto you, peace, peace, Shalom, peace be unto you. And it also speaks about how, Salakia, forgive me. It also speaks about, it speaks about, Salakia, it speaks about how in the conclusion of men, right? The conclusion of the whole matter is to fear God and keep his commandments. All of our works, rather as good and evil, will come to pass into judgment. Now, mind you, the Most High, his word divineth and it discerneth the heart. The heart is of the mind. So the Lord can see the counsels of your mind. This is the reason why the Lord said, don't go by your own understandings in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. So the Most High is going to see if you think and feel as though that you are wise in your own eyes, because knowledge puffers up. You feel what I'm saying? That's why he's going to try you in your counsels. Where do you stand at in keeping God first? Where do you stand at in remaining humble? Even when you have victory in life, in your season, you have to remain humble. This is the part of long suffering and patience. Okay? So the Most High is going to try your counsels. All right, so don't go by your own understanding. Verse 4. Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright, nor keep the law, nor walked after the counsels of God. So the Most High is the Most High is reminding you. I'm going to say it again. The Most High is reminding you to keep sane, to keep humble, to keep quiet, and keep his commandments. And that's the reason why the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans had went into captivity. We went into captivity because of our lack of obedience. We were disobedient and we broke the commandments. We broke the covenant. So therefore, the same people that want to call themselves wise are foolish in the eyes of the Lord. So this is also telling y'all, brothers and sisters, to stay repentant, stay repentive, okay? Stay repentive. All right. Verse 5. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment shall be to them that be in high places. Mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mightily men shall be mightily tormented. All right. So again, here goes the Lord's sharp judgments. God is not mocked. You will reap what you sow. Whatever that you're doing, whatever that it is that the Lord does not like that you are doing, and he doesn't like it, the Lord is telling you to repent. Masturbation, adultery, things of that nature. The Lord is telling you to repent and change your ways. Salakia. And start changing your ways. All right? Because the Lord is going to torment you. It's written in the book of 2nd Esdras, how wisdom is going to try you in crooked paths, and she's going to torment you by her laws. I'm going to say it again. She's going to torment you by her laws. All right? She's going to torment you by her laws. Horribly and speedily shall he come upon you, for a sharp judgment it shall be to them that be in high places. For mercy will soon pardon the meanest, but mightily men shall be mightily tormented. For he which is Lord over all shall fear no man's persons, neither shall he stand in awe, or any man's greatness, for he hath made the small and great, and careth for all alike. But a sore trial shall come upon the mighty. Unto you, therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away. For they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy. All right. And they that have learned such things shall find what is to answer. Therefore, set your affections upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. And what? And ye shall be instructed. So when you desire wisdom, so if you desire wisdom, if you desire, thus said the Lord, if you following the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 33, the Lord will increase you with instruction. The Lord will increase you with this knowledge. All right? But you first have to fear the Lord. And by fearing of the Lord, you must hate evil. So it's not only about, all right, watch this. Hating evil is not only about hating what other people is doing. It's also about hating what you are doing as well. Self-examination, judging yourself. You have to repent and cut off these sins. I'm going to say it again. You have to repent and cut off these sins. All right? The book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 12. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found in such as seek her. She preventeth them that desire her, and making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. So with all thy getting, get understanding. She crieth and waiteth at the gates. What is the gates? Heaven, kingdom. Okay? The kingdom of heaven. She's inviting you in. Many are called, but few are chosen. If you are chosen, then you have to walk in that purpose. And for you to walk in that purpose is for you to walk that straight and narrow road. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? All right? Verse 15. To think, therefore, upon her is perfection. Is perfection of wisdom. And whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. So when the Lord said, care for nothing, if you want to ask the Lord for something, he will surely give it to you. but it cannot be consumed of your lust. It has to be of his purpose. It has to be of his will. But the Lord is willing to give you anything and everything. All right? For she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. She loves those that love her. Showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. In every thought. Those that think upon his name. Those that think upon his commandments. All right? And you also got the book of Proverbs chapter 3 to recite from. All right, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is desire of discipline. To what? Desire of discipline. And the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and giving heed unto her, and giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto God. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. To a kingdom. All right? Now watch this. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom. It says what? Honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. All right? So the Lord said what? Keep his commandments. If you want to receive the crown of life, you must walk in his ways. If you want to receive the crown of life through temptation, you have to maintain your integrity and repent. All right? Forsake your anger if you have to, but don't sin. Don't fall. Sin not. Be ye angry, but sin not. If your anger driving you to sin, then forsake your anger. It's understandable if something was to happen. I'm going to say it again. It's understandable if something was to happen and it actually gets you angry. It's reasonable. It's understandable. But if your anger is causing you to go left and to err, then yo, you got to turn from your ways. You got to turn from your ways and repent, because the Lord is looking at you and he's holding you accountable. You understand? All right. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Abba, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Malaki, Yahweh Shai, Wa, Kadash Rakah. With that, I want to say Shalom.